Ladies and gentlemen, a salute to the eyes brave enough to see the truth and to the ears strong enough to hear it. If you're ready to look beyond the surface, subscribe now, because this channel doesn't make videos, it builds mindset. Today I want you to step beyond what your eyes usually see. Step beyond wallets, bank accounts, numbers on screens, and paper in your hands. Today I want you to step inside the invisible engine of trust that fuels one of the most influential systems on Earth, the production of the United States dollar. My name is Marcus, and I am not here to talk about money as wealth. I am here to talk about money as responsibility, as engineering, as discipline, and as belief. The US dollar does not begin its life as power. It begins as purpose. Long before ink touches paper, long before a bill is folded, counted, or exchanged, there is intent. There is planning measured not in days but in decades. America does not simply print money. It designs credibility. It manufactures confidence. And that process is one of the most controlled, guarded, and sophisticated production systems ever built. Imagine for a moment a place where time moves differently, where silence carries weight, where every gram of paper, every drop of ink, every microscopic line has meaning. This is where the dollar is born, not in chaos, not in excess, but in restraint. The foundation of US currency is not ordinary paper. It is a unique blend of cotton and linen, engineered for durability, texture, and longevity. This material is not chosen for comfort, but for survival. Survival against heat, moisture, folding, handling, and time itself. Because money that falls apart cannot hold trust. Every sheet is inspected before it earns the right to become currency. Nothing is assumed. Nothing is rushed. Because in this system, error is not a mistake, it is a threat. A single flaw can undermine millions of transactions, millions of beliefs, millions of moments where people trust that what they hold has value. Now picture the ink. This is not just color. This is chemistry. Magnetic properties, color-shifting elements, raised textures you can feel with your fingertips. Ink that reacts to light, ink that resists duplication, ink that tells machines and humans alike, this is real. Security is not added as an afterthought. It is woven into the soul of the dollar. Visible features reassure the public. Invisible features challenge counterfeiters, and both exist in perfect balance. The printing process itself is an act of controlled force. Immense pressure presses ink deep into the paper, creating raised surfaces you can feel. This is not aesthetic luxury. This is tactile security. The machines involved are massive, relentless, and unforgiving. They do not tolerate shortcuts. They do not forgive carelessness. They operate with precision because the cost of imperfection is national. Every note passes through multiple stages of inspection. Human eyes trained to detect the smallest irregularities. Machines calibrated to see what humans cannot. Notes that fail do not get repaired. They are destroyed, without hesitation, without regret. Because trust cannot be recycled. Serial numbers are applied, not randomly, but systematically. Every dollar is traceable. Every bill has an identity. And that identity is logged, monitored, and protected. This is accountability in physical form. This is proof that even paper can be governed by rules. And yet the process does not end when printing stops. The dollar must be cut, sorted, bundled, and packaged under strict supervision. Every movement is recorded. Every quantity verified. Security here is not symbolic, it is absolute. The people who work in this system are not just employees. They are guardians. Guardians of a promise that the dollar will be what it claims to be. When currency enters circulation, it becomes a living object. It moves through hands, across borders, through businesses, markets, and lives. It ages, it wears, and when it no longer meets standards, it is removed. Old bills are shredded, destroyed, and replaced. Not because they lost value, but because appearance matters. Clean money reinforces confidence. Worn money raises doubt. And doubt is expensive. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the truth many never consider. The strength of the US dollar is not only in economic policy or global demand. It is in discipline. It is in systems that refuse compromise. It is in processes designed to protect integrity even when no one is watching. This is not about printing wealth. This is about manufacturing reliability. When a farmer accepts a dollar, when a worker earns a dollar, when a nation holds dollars in reserve, they are not trusting paper. They are trusting the system behind it. And that system sends a message far beyond currency. It says that consistency builds power, that precision earns respect. That value must be defended daily, not declared once. Marcus believes this. Strong systems create strong outcomes. Weak shortcuts create fragile success. America's currency production system teaches us that greatness is not loud, it is meticulous. It is boring to the impatient. It is invisible to the careless. But it is unstoppable to those who understand it. So the next time you hold $1 in your hand, do not see it as something small. See it as the result of engineering, accountability, and relentless standards. See it as proof that trust is built layer by layer, process by process, decision by decision. Because money fades, markets change, economies rise and fall. But systems built on discipline endure.